That's why we can't sit down, back down because we lost in the Iebc selection panel. We want to come back strong, and that's why we are endorsing our own Aigustus Muli for presidency in 2021. Comrades, viva!
Viva!
Comrades, viva!
Viva!
Okay, I'm Emmanuel Junior Diambo, the director membership of the National Liberal Party, and also I'm in the youth wing of the National Liberal Party. So today this is a press release from the youth wing of the National Liberal Party addressing the recent cabinet reshufflement and the PSS that have been allocated by our president and the government. So as the youth of this nation, we continue to raise our voices yet over and over again. Our calls for real change normally go unanswered. The recent cabinet mini reshufflement and appointment of the PS is yet another reminder of that our leadership remains disconnected from the realities faced by the young people of this nation. It is clear if we want the true transformation, we want to take matters into our own hands, first by registering as voters and asking and taking active part in civic education to our communities. As we intensify our voters registration campaign, we also take a bold step to identify leaders who truly represent our aspiration of the people ahead of the 2027 general elections. We have already identified one such leader, our party leader, Dr. Aigustus Muli, a very visionary man who has proven himself to be fit to lead. Dr. Muli rightfully won an election to represent Azimio minority coalition in the Iebc selection panel. But over and over again, those people in power normally try as much as possible to do their way. That's why in the Iebc selection panel right now, we don't have people who are very competent and able to lead this nation where we want. And as a matter of fact, the recent appointment of the cabinet of the selection panel of the commissioners truly reflects how unfair we are going to be treated come the 2027 general elections. As of this, Dr. Muli rightfully won this position in the IB selection panel, but the process has been marred by bias since day one. The ongoing interviews for Iebc chairperson and commissioners is showing a clear sign of manipulation of the selection process. It is coming out clearly that we are not going to get a free and fair election commission come 2027. We therefore refuse to back down and watch. Now more than ever, we need our own leader who stands for fairness, justice, and real youth empowerment. This is why, as we speak today, us as the youths of the National Liberal Party and the League in National Liberal Party, we declare that we are going to support our own Dr. Aigustus Muli to run for presidency in 2027. This is our moment. This is our movement. The youth will no longer be sidelined. Thank you very much. As the youth league of the National Liberal Party, we've had a chance to work with our own Dr. Aigustus Muli, and the fact that the Azimio coalition showed Aigustus Muli in the selection panel nominations. 22 parties went to vote. 16 out of 22 parties voted for our own Aigustus Muli to represent them in the Azimio minority coalition in the selection panel. But it never went as the constitution says and as the revised article of the Iebc selection panel, the newly formed Iebc selection panel. He was rightfully elected there. We had all the evidence, we had all the documents to show that he was rightfully elected there. But they chose another person who lost the election, only got 6 votes from 6 political parties in Azimio, was chosen to go and represent Azimio in the minority coalition. Now, this already shows that the other guys have their plan. They have their plan. They know what they are doing. That's why we can't sit down, back down because we lost in the Iebc selection panel. We want to come back strong, and that's why we are endorsing our own Aigustus Muli for presidency in 2027. First and foremost, we are doing a mass campaign on voters registration for them to be able to vote come 2027. We are also doing a mass drive for recruitment of youths to our party, and what we need from the government right now is their full support. They allow us to register as voters because we want to elect one of our own leaders who will truly listen to us, will get the representation that the youths are supposed to get in government, and will have a voice that empowers us as the youths of this nation. As we speak now, countrywide, we are doing a mass registration. Currently in Kitui, there's a mass registration. Currently in Kisumu, we are doing mass registrations. Currently in Nakuru and in Nairobi also, we are doing registration of recruitment of youths to the party to come and support us, and also to support one of our own, Aigustus Muli. As per now, we can't do anything because the president already assented to the process to go on, and they are currently vetting the commissioners. But we stand firm and say that the process of getting the commissioners was biased since day one. Since the day that they removed Aigustus Muli from the slot to represent Azimio coalition, that process has been biased since day one. So we are only calling on those who are there to please listen to the urge and will of Kenyans, and choose the right people who will represent Kenyans, but not people with self-interest.